Greetings my YouTube friends. Today I'm here to share my use for this medium Gillio Compagna, and it is in grey croco. I think this was probably one of the original ones because it certainly doesn't have the variation that I see in the grey crocos now, but I adore this. I don't think I will ever part with this. There's something about the feel of this that is just beautiful, and I have recently purchased a red croco that are shiny, and they certainly don't have the same feel. So I think I'm a matte croco girl. there is something about the feel that's just divine. Anyway, I don't usually use rings, but I do use this on a fairly regular basis because I have managed to make use of it as a reference tool. A few years ago my asthma went berserk, literally, and a lot of it was caused by environment and things that were around me. We didn't know quite what, we still don't know what my allergies are. I know what some of them are, but not all of them. But a lot of the triggers were certainly unknown. So I decided probably about 2015 to start looking at eradicating chemicals from my house, as much natural products in my home as possible. It was really the only thing I could think of doing that was proactive, and I actually quite like it. So this is the planner that I used for kind of recipes and things that I came across, and it's sort of evolved a little bit just recently to include eco things as I'm trying to reduce my plastic usage. That's another use for that. So let's dive in. I don't really keep it, although I did have some cards, and I think, what have I got in the back here? So this is one of the things that I just bought recently. So this is an information booklet on the swag, and these were they're kind of like pouches for your fruit and vegetables. It's meant to keep your fruit and veggies fresher for longer and naturally. So they just live in my fridge, and this was the information booklet about how to use it and what you could put in it, because I didn't realise that potatoes and onions could actually go in it as well. But it is known, I had heard that this does increase the longevity of your fruit and vegetables. So it's one way of reducing wastage, which is what I'm on about at the moment. So I just put this in the front because I realised, because I don't use rings much anymore, and I've got all these wonderful dashboards and things that floating around, and it's one way of using it. And this is a day that my family and I spent together probably about 3-4 years ago now, and I look at it and it reminds me of what happened that day where we went, and it was good. So the first section is just really I've just got note paper, so I just put a whole bunch of note paper in there, but the first section is really web. So these are websites, companies that I'm ordering things from for eco products and things like that, and I'm sort of gifting it on to my children. So I think they got metal straws for Christmas and produce bags and things like that. But so I tried this swag thing that I just had. I thought I'd use it first to see if it actually does work, because quite often these things say they're going to do something and they don't quite. But anyway, I bought it, and I've only had it probably about a week, and actually quite liking it really, because it just feels like all the fruit and veg are all together and snuggled up nicely, and I don't seem to be getting that usual kind of deterioration. I mean, it has only been a week, but yeah, already I think I am seeing a difference. So yeah, we shall see. Okay, so just some paper there. But of course this has been more recent, as I'm sort of, the war on waste, and I thought, oh, this is where all that info can go, which is perfect. But the original use was when I was trying to eradicate chemicals from my home, and I came across, a whole world on the internet that does this, and you can make your own all-purpose cleaner, which I tried, and I absolutely love this. It works so well, and it's perfect for my stainless steel cooktop, and it's perfect for my bathrooms, and yeah, it has a versatility which I quite like. So I make up a 2-litre jug, and then I've got little spray jugs that I have around the place, and so I use this all the time. I think my daughter's, one of her housemates, she wanted the recipe, so I gave it to her, and yeah, it is a good one. So I've got recipes for cream cleanser, antibacterial wipes, uses for vinegar, dishwasher detergent, which I don't think I've tried, jewellery cleaner, oven cleaner, wooden cutting boards, how to clean them, glass cleaner, microwave cleaner, silver polish, brass polish, lemon soft scrub for the sink, tub or shower, pardon me, oven tray cleaner for aluminium oven trays, things like that. The next section is the laundry section. So I tried to do my own laundry powder, which does work well. It's certainly not cheap to do, but at least I know what's in it, and it doesn't have a lot of filler stuff that I think quite often the bought laundry powders do have. Maybe the cheaper ones, not so much the more expensive ones, but anyway, I have tried this and it does work quite well. It's just an effort to do, and I usually do this with my bar mix stick mixer thing, and yeah, but yeah, works really, really well. Recipe for laundry liquid. Fabric softener I don't use because I just tend to use vinegar, but this certainly has, because this has got lactic soda or washing soda in it as well, with some citric acid, so not quite sure, but this says it might go hard, but once you give it a good mix again it's fine. So I just use vinegar, that's all I use. Although I have tended to be a bit heavy-handed initially with the vinegar. My son said, "Mum, please cut down on the vinegar," because he said my shirts stink of vinegar. So yeah, you just got to watch the vinegar. How to clean the washing machine. Again, my son just recently, he bought a unit and it came with a washing machine, but the washing machine was 20 years old, and I'd gifted him as a housewarming, these beautiful Sheridan towels, and he washed them, and of course all the fluff, and they were really dark grey, and all this fluff came off, and he said months later he's still getting that fluff coming out in his wash. So I said, you need to clean your washing machine. How do I do that? I just photographed this and sent it to him, but he couldn't use it because this is dependent on hot water, which his washing machine doesn't have for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway. So then I've got another section for personal, so uses for coconut oil, shampoo recipes, which I haven't tried because I have heard, even though I got the material, I had to get Castile soap, which wasn't easy to come by, but I did get some Castile soap. But I have heard that it doesn't lather very much, and I like my shampoos to be lathery and then I feel clean. But anyway, but I will get around to this. Anti-dandruff shampoo, foot scrubs, which I've made for gifts, and these are really good things to make as gifts, so that's what I've tended to do. For sore throat, which I have used and it does work well. And then finally I've got a whole bunch of hacks, so fight garbage odours with newspaper, cornflour talc to remove grease stains on clothing, which I use now all the time. So But there was another thing I just learned recently. I was on a flight, and I had a white shirt, as you do, and my meal was a curry, and I wore the curry. I was horrified when I looked down. It was right early on into a 10-hour flight, so I was horrified. I had this great big curry stain on my white shirt. The flight attendant, she actually brought along some antibacterial wipes and soda water. She said just drench it with soda water and use the antibacterial wipes, and it actually did get it off. It took a lot of work, I must say. I was sitting there for a long time, rubbing, but it did actually get it out. Now you can see a very faint mark, but you've got to look for it to see it. So I need to add that to here because it was actually quite good. Smoothing and renewing doll's hair might come into its own one day when I've got granddaughters, who knows. So that's how I'm using my medium Compagna, and really I do, it's handy, so that I can just pick it up and add to it, or look up the recipe for my my spray and wipe when I need to make it again. It's just quite handy, and so yeah. So thanks for watching, and and I shall catch you next time. Bye for now.